Welcome, wrestling fans. We're back again. This is the show, Big Slam Wrestling. Coming at you with a quick video hit today. Simple, to the point. I'm going to give you a list of my top 10 pro wrestlers in the business today, along with my top 10 tag teams in the business. I'm not looking to throw out you my top 10s of all time, because that's a completely different list, and that's a whole other game and a whole other video, which we'll get to down the road. What I'd appreciate is that some of you guys out there feel free to post some comments down below or up above or wherever they got it going on YouTube these days. Give me your top 10 wrestlers. They can be, if you want to do emails and males, feel free. One of each. Best tag teams going. Maybe your 10 worst. The 10 guys you hate the most. Don't really care. Just looking for a little feedback so we can work this back and make this channel as exciting as possible. Now, some aren't going to agree. There's, my choices, and I anticipate that. I do watch wrestling all over, not just TNA and WWE. Primarily, that will be the crux of my picks, because they are the biggest going right now, and still I get a chance to watch the most. I don't get to see Japan elsewhere as often as I'd like. So I'm going to start off here with my number 10, top 10 wrestler today. Brilliant, aerialist, fantastic, high flyer. This guy belongs in the big leagues. He's been toiling and tearing it up in the indies for some time now. CZW the most is where I first saw him. Man's name is A.R. Fox, and I urge you to punch him up on YouTube and watch the insanity that this guy throws his body through, and just how much of a story and how charismatic he can be in the ring. Spot monkey, yes he can be, just like any high flyer out there, but he does more to that and he brings more to the game. I want this guy in TNA in a bad way. I want this guy to be the X Division champion. As we spoke previously in the video, I think that TNA needs to go out and reach into the indies and these other places and bring in some new talent to the X Division of guys that the general public do not know. By the way, ignore that telephone, because I am. A.R. Fox, a name to watch for. One of the best. Number 9, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Now Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. WWE went a long way, come a long way. He's my number 9. Yeah, that's right. He's 9. He's not up at the top of the list. He's not, because I don't totally dig his character in the WWE. I don't like the way that they've run him. I don't like the way they're playing him now. And I think he could do a lot better for that company until that changes and they allow him to be more of the wrestler he can be. He'll be a little lower on my list. Number 8, from Ireland, head of the Bullet Club in Japan, one of the best new stables in the industry today, Prince Devitt. He's the IWGP light heavyweight champion. A phenomenal wrestler. He reminds very much of a young Shawn Michaels. This guy is going to go places. Hopefully we can get him out of Japan and bring him here to the States and let him tear it up for the U.S. audiences on a regular basis. My number 7 is the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. I like Dolph. I've liked him ever since he came out as Dolph Ziggler. He's got a shitty deal in the WWE for voicing his opinion and got squashed by certain big wrestlers in the back with their politics. The guy deserves to have had the World Heavyweight Championship longer than he did, and he definitely is more than a mid-carder. The guy's main event material. He could talk on the mic. He's got personality, and he's got moves, and he's got a lot more moves than they let him put in the WWE. I'm telling you right now, Dolph Ziggler should be a main eventer and a superstar of all time. if they allow him to do it. Number 6, the greatest man that ever lived. A-Double, Austin Aries. What can and can't be said about him that hasn't already been done? The guy ruled in Ring of Honor, throughout the Indies, X Division champion, created the Option C, won the heavyweight title in TNA, and continues to be one of the main eventers on that program. I love Aries. I think they need to start utilizing him more as they were doing in the past, and he'd be higher on my list today. But Aries is the man. I think WWE dropped the ball when they didn't pick him up when they had the opportunity. In my opinion, I think Aries would have won over bigger and better than Daniel Bryan. It's just my opinion. Number 5, another CZW alumni. Used to go by the name of John Moxley. He's now known as Dean Ambrose, the de facto head of the Shield. Dean Ambrose is going to be the heel superstar WWE. He could very well be the Hot Rod Roddy Piper of the 21st century. The guy's that good. He's awesome on the stick. He's tremendous in the ring. He knows how to work a crowd, and they love to hate him. He's a born heel. Hopefully they don't foul this up over there and try to make him a face. It's not his gig. He's already told them from the door he never wants to be a face. He wants to be the best, biggest heel in the company. That's my man, Dean Ambrose. I'll always remember him as John Moxley, CZW. Shows you that in the Indies, even in a company like CZW that's never recognized by most of the dirt sheets and the elitists out there, that's 2 guys on my list that are here. He's awesome. He's tremendous. Next on the list, my man, Bray Wyatt, Eater of Worlds. Run, fear him, follow the buzzards. Bray would be higher on my list right now if he was able to have actually done a lot more wrestling this year. He's been behind because of injuries, but just him on the microphone doing the promos and the vignettes and leading the family like he's done, he is superstar material and will be one of the top draws for this company in the next 10 years. I don't believe they're going to follow through with what the original plan was for this, because the whole follow the buzzard routine was Bray Wyatt was going to face The Undertaker for the streak. Don't let other guys are going to tell you that it was bullshit. I'm telling you that that was the plan. Undertaker wants the streak to be ended. He wants it ended by an up-and-comer to turn that guy. If it was to be a face, Taker was going to go in as the heel. If the heel is the one they're going to turn, then he was going to, be the face that you would expect him to be. Bray Wyatt and the family would be able to come in and through the leading months up to WrestleMania, just completely decimate everything the Undertaker believes in, stands for, his family, all that. They've already screwed that up with Kane. There's still time for it to happen, but I think Vince is going to hold it on for this last run and stick us with John Cena versus The Undertaker, which is a horrible, horrible mistake in my opinion. But Bray Wyatt, if he was to defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, one, it's believable because Bray Wyatt's a big man in the mold of the old days, the one-man gang, Big Boss Man, Terry Gordy, Dr. Death, guys like that. He's also second, third generation wrestler. He's Mike Rotunda's kid. Barry Windham, the Rhodes family, they're all related. The guy's got talent in the bones and the DNA, brother. That's why he's so good at what he does. That was my number 4. Now, number 3 is the best in the world. CM Punk. I love Punk, bro. There's nothing Punk can do that ever goes wrong. He ruled the Indies. He ruled Ring of Honor. Was in TNA briefly. Ruled the Roost when he was there as much as they let him. They had him positioned here in WWE where he was the frickin' man doing everything until they pushed out and blew the whole Summer of Punk angle. And now they're dropping the ball with him again. And they kind of ruined the whole Heyman guy thing. And I've been unhappy with the direction they're going. The big plus will be come this WrestleMania when it looks like it's going to be Daniel Bryan and CM Punk going against each other, which will be the probably only real wrestling match we're going to get at Mania this year. Number 2 on my list is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Nobody flies like AJ. Nobody can do the moves like AJ. The only fault AJ Styles has is he is not the best guy on the mic, but he does all his talking in the ring. Mic skills have improved greatly, and this whole angle they've done in TNA with him has pushed him up higher on my list, which is why he's at number 2. And my number 1 wrestler in the business today is the It Factor, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode is the best all-around wrestler, pound for pound, in the youth movement in wrestling today. He's got everything that they would have from the old days for today and for the future. He's everything that they wish Randy Orton could be, but Orton can't do it. Roode fits in perfect with the greats of all time. Savage, Flair, you name it, Roode is the man. I'm going to jump in quick here for my tag teams. My number 10 tag team is from CZW, Blackout. Look them up, BLK-OUT. You will totally enjoy their matches. The guys are great. Number 9 is from Ring of Honor, Outlaw Incorporated, Homicide. Doesn't get much better than that. Check them out. Another Ring of Honor tag team right now, Red Dragon, Bobby Fish, O'Reilly. Awesome tag team. Have a lot of potential. And then coming in Japan and through the Indies in there, KES, Killer Elite Squad. British Bulldog's son, Harry Smith. Great tag team. A team that I want to come to TNA and take the titles off these two jabronis that they got going in there now as they rebuild their tag team division. Lance Hoyt, Harry Smith would be a tremendous addition to TNA. Number 6, Forever Hooligans. Nothing bad you could say. If you've never seen the Hooligans wrestle, I suggest you get on the horn, punch them up, and see what a phenomenal tag team these two guys are. These are another two that need to desperately please come back to the U.S., sign TNA, sign with WWE, just let you be a tag team together and no shenanigans. 5th on my list is from the Bullet Club, New Japan. That would be Carl Anderson and Doc, Luke Gallows. That's the tag team portion of this heel stable. Look them up. The two of them are phenomenal. Carl before Bad Intentions with Tensai, a.k.a. Giant Bernard, a.k.a. Prince Albert. He's been one of the top Gaijin wrestlers in Japan for some time now. Number 4, WWE, The Shield. They've run roughshod. They've owned WWE Tag Division and the whole damn company since their inception. I don't think they're going to keep them together much longer, which is why they're not higher on my list. But the Shield definitely is there. Number 3 is another WWE team, and that's the Wyatt family. The Wyatts, again, have not been used properly. They should be running in roughshod over every single performer in the company. Guys, girls, announcers, cameramen, referees, I don't care who they are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They should be beating the snot out of everybody, anywhere, anytime. This bullshit angle that they fouled up with Daniel Bryan's kidnapping, complete waste of time. Would have been tremendous if they had done that the right way. But they should just be murdering guys left and right. Just monster heel team that nobody can touch, and just let them storm their way to the tag team gold and bray to the Undertaker's streak along the way. If he wants to pick up a smaller U.S. title or Intercontinental title, that's fine. But the Wyatt family's not being used the way they need to be used, and I'm really hoping that Triple H, with his new formation and power structure that he's got, and ability to run the tag team division the way he wants, is going to see that and push these guys. My number 2 tag team are the Young Bucks, former Generation Me for TNA fans. They're currently the NJ Pro Wrestling lightweight champs in Japan. They hold gold and championships all across the Indies and the States. Pretty much, other than my number 1, this is the best tag team in the world. And I really, really want to see them come into TNA so I can see them go up against my number 1 tag team, which is Bad Influence. Chris Daniels, Frankie Kazarian. They're the most entertaining, high-flying, kick your ass, make you laugh, rip you up to shreds on a microphone, and then back it up in the ring tag team in the business today. And quite honestly, they're one of the best tag teams of all time. They're my top 10s. I don't go with the Divas. I don't like them. Knockout division is not there yet, so I didn't give you those.